Plus 1 CBSE Maths, Chapter 3 Trigonometry, Exercise 3.2. In this exercise, we are going to see how to find the values of theta more than 90 degrees. Up to 90 degrees, you know. In your 10th itself, you were taught how to find the values of sin theta, cos theta, tan theta, or its reciprocals, cosecant, secant, cot theta, 0 degrees, 30 degrees, 45, 90 degrees. If theta is 120 degrees, or if theta is 150, or theta is 330 degrees, how to find the value? That is what we are going to see in this exercise. Trigonometry functions. Very easy one. A circle is divided into 4 quadrants. The first quadrant up to 90 degrees. 0 to 90 degrees. And more than 90 degrees and less than or equal to 180 degrees, second quadrant. Similarly, 180 degrees more but less than or equal to 270 degrees is your third quadrant. And the fourth quadrant is 270 and above, more than 270 and up to 360. So, a circle is divided into 4 quadrants up to 90 first quadrant. And if theta lies in the first quadrant, you know how to find the values. Now, second quadrant more than 90 but up to 180. Third quadrant 180 and above but 270, less than that or equal to that. More than 270 and up to 360 is taken as fourth quadrant. Okay. Now, how the values will be, whether it will be positive or negative. For that, here in the first quadrant, all trigonometry functions, sine, cos, tan, and reciprocals also, all positive. Here, the second quadrant, sine and its reciprocal, cosecant only positive. Here, all are positive. Here, t, therefore, tangent and its reciprocal cotangent are only positive. And C, here cos or cos as well as its reciprocal secant positive. So, if the angle is in first quadrant, you need not worry about the sign. You can take everything is positive. If it lies in the second quadrant, keep it in mind that sine and cosecant only positive. All other trigonometry functions are negative. The third quadrant, tangent and cotangent, that is, tangent is reciprocal, are only positive, other things are negative. And in the fourth quadrant, cos and secant are positive. This fact you have to remember. To remember this, all positive, sine, here tangent and cotangent and cos. I was taught when I was a student, all silver teacups, all silver teacups, so that you can remember easily where and which function will be positive or negative. But in my course of teaching, I learned from a student that instead of that, there's all silver teacups, which is a very old one. It can be easily remembered, and interestingly, all school torture children by giving assignment, test, parent teacher meeting, etc., etc. So it is up to you to remember either all silver teacups or all school torture children. But remember that in the first quadrant everything is positive. In the second, sine and cosine are reciprocal. Third, tangent and its reciprocal. Fourth quadrant, cos and its reciprocal are positive. So this is the first thing you have to remember for doing the problems in this exercise. Second thing which you must keep it in mind is, you know that sine 90 minus theta, sine, therefore you write cos, isn't it? That was taught to you in your 10th. Sine 90 minus theta is cos theta. Now we are making a generalized one. If you are taking odd multiples of 90, so 3 into 90 or 5 into 90, something like that, either it is minus or plus. Odd multiples of 90. 90 is nothing but pi by 2. Sine will become cos. And if it is cos, it will become sine. If it is tan, it will become cot. So this fact also you must remember. If you are taking the given angle in terms of 90s, that is odd multiples of 90s. If you consider the given angle as odd multiples of 90 plus or minus, sine will become cos, cos will become sine, tan will become cot, cosecant will become secant, and secant will be cosecant, and cot will be tan. And after that you must remember that whether in which quadrant it lies, and accordingly you assign the plus or minus. But if you consider the angle as multiples of even multiples of 90, that is, if you are considering this as sine pi plus or minus theta, or cos 2 pi plus or minus theta, if it is pi plus or minus, sine will be sine only, cos will be cos only, and this will be according to that all school torture children or all silver teacups rule. If these two things are very clear to you, this exercise is very simple exercise. To make things easy, I am going to convert any degree in terms of 180 plus or minus, 360 plus or minus, like that, and avoid that odd multiples of 90 by 2. Because when I am taking an odd multiples of 90 by 2, I have to remember sine becomes cos 1, and then I have to assign the sine also, plus or minus. Whereas when I am taking that sine 180 plus or minus, something like that, I have to remember only one thing, that in which quadrant it is and whether it is positive or negative. So I need not convert that sine into cos like that. Okay. So that is the reason I am going to do all the problem almost by taking in terms of pi or 2 pi. With this, let me go to the example. I have written on the board the 4 examples, example 6, 7, 8 and 9. In the example 6, cos x is given as minus 3 by 5. And they say x lies in third quadrant. In example 7, cot x equal to minus 5 by 12 and x lies in second quadrant. You are asked to find other trigonometric ratios. That is, you have to find sine value, tan value and reciprocal secant x and cosecant cot. Keeping it in mind that x lies in third quadrant. Now, I will do one by one. Question number 6. Trigonometry is related with right triangle only. Let me take, this is x, cos theta, adjacent side and hypotenuse. Instead of 3, I am taking 3x and 5x. 3x and 5x. As a result, this part will be adjacent by hypotenuse. Then what about this side? This side will be equal to 5x the whole square minus 3x the whole square 25x square minus 9x square, that is 16x square. So square root of that, therefore that is 4x. You can find without even putting that x. It is more technically we are saying that it is, let it be say 3x. This x is different from this x. I have simply put x here. So we have found all the three sides of a triangle, right triangle. Now I can go for sin x. What is sin theta? Sin theta is equal to opposite by hypotenuse. So it becomes 4 by 5. Where the x lies? X lies in third quadrant. Which is positive? In third quadrant only tangent is positive. Only tangent is positive. That means all other ratios are negative. Therefore sin x equal to minus 4 by 5. Cos x they have given already. That is minus 3 by 5. Then what is tan x? Opposite side by adjacent. So 4x divided by 3x, that is 4 by 3. It lies in third quadrant, therefore it is positive. If sin x equal to this, then I can say cosecant x is reciprocal, therefore minus 5 by 4. What is secant x? That is reciprocal of cos x. So again minus there, 5 by 3. Cot x is reciprocal of tan x plus 3 by 4. That's all. Very simple one. Just to begin with, to make you understand where theta lies in, how to locate or how to put plus or minus sign. Is it a plus value or minus value? Only for that. Now I go for example 7. Given cot x is equal to minus 5 by 12. Again go to a right triangle, mark somewhere. So cot theta is adjacent side by opposite, because tan is opposite by adjacent. This is adjacent by opposite. So this is 5 and this is 12. Don't put minus and all, because that minus sign stands for in which quadrant it lies. That's all. So you write only the numerical value 5 by 12. If it is 5 12, you can easily remember that it is 13, because 5 square plus 12 square equal to 13 square. 25 plus 144, 169, square root of that 13. So the third side, that is hypotenuse, I have found out. Cot x is minus 5 by 12. Immediately I write tan x. Tan x reciprocal of that, and of course minus. The next is sin x, opposite by hypotenuse, 12 by 13, lies in second quadrant. In second quadrant, sin is positive, so plus. Sin x positive, therefore cosecant x also positive, but reciprocal. Cos x is adjacent by hypotenuse, but it is in second quadrant. Therefore, in second quadrant, cos is negative, minus. Then secant x is plus 13 by 5. That's all. Very simple. Is it not? Now let me go to the example 8. You are asked to find out sin 31 pi by 3. This can be written as equal to sin of 10 pi plus pi by 3. Is it not? 31 divided by 3. So 10 times. The remainder will be 1 by 3. So 10 pi plus pi by 3. You can check the LCM also by way of LCM. 3 into 10, 30 pi plus pi. So this is sine 2 pi into 5 plus pi by 3. Is it not? As I said that, if it is a multiples of 2 pi, I need not change sine into cos. The answer is simply sine pi by 3. 2 pi means one circle is over. Like that 5 times we have rotated. So after that we have pi by 3. So it will be in first quadrant. So what is the value of sine pi by 3? Pi by 3 is nothing but 60. Therefore the answer is root 3 by 2. Let me again explain to you, being the first problem, 31 pi by 3. 31 pi by 3 we are rewriting as sine of 10 pi plus pi by 3. 10 pi is nothing but multiples of 2 pi. Multiples of 2 pi means we need not change the sine as cos or cos as sine. So keep that in mind. Therefore you write that sine 2 pi plus theta equal to sine theta, that is sine pi by 3. This value will be coming. Now you must look at that. This 31 pi by 3, not this one. 31 pi by 3 in which quadrant it is? That is 10 pi plus something. 10 pi means 2 pi is 1, then 4 pi, 6 pi, 8 pi, 10 pi and then pi by 3. So it will be coming here. So it is in first quadrant. So you decide that this is in first quadrant, so everything is positive, all trigonometric ratios, and then go to that, the value of sine pi by 3, which you are thorough from your 10th. So that value is root 3 by 2. Now let me go for the last problem. Example 9. Question is to find the value of cos minus 1710. Remember that cos minus theta is cos theta. This is a property, you must remember that. Cos minus theta is cos theta, whereas if it is minus sine minus theta will be minus sine theta. Tan minus theta will be minus tan theta. Only for cos and secant, minus theta, cos of minus theta or secant of minus theta will be cos theta or secant theta. So this is rewritten as cos simply 171 degree. 171 degree. 360 into 5 times, if I do, I will be getting 1800. Whereas I need 1710. So what I do, cos 5 times of 2 pi 1800, but minus 90. From here if I subtract 90, I will be getting 1710. So I am rewriting this as like this. 5 times of 2 pi. 2 pi stands for 360, pi 180, 2 pi is 360, 5 into 360. So that is equal to this 1800, whereas it is 1710. So I am subtracting 9, it becomes 1710. Cos of multiples of 2 pi plus or minus is cos. No change for that. So it is simply cos 90. Cos 90 is 0. So it is immaterial whether it is a minus or plus. So we can simply leave the problem as the answer is for cos minus 1710 is 0. Is it clear? So in this video we have learned where in which quadrant sine, cos, tan will be positive or negative, and how to find the other trigonometric ratios. If any one ratio is given, say sin x is given, find the other ratio, cos x is given, find the other ratio. Only thing, they will be giving you where x lies, the theta lies. I hope I have made very clear and you are also finding interesting. If so, and if you have not subscribed till now, do subscribe and also suggest to your friends so that let them also get the benefit. Thank you for watching. and I will continue the exercise in the next video.